call you stuff food in your mouth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chocolate
Okay.
food in your mouth. Now, how can we go?
Well, I think I was with you and Rachel. Or it was Rachel and Kato. And, I don't know, just went to this random house. And Joe was sitting on the couch. And then I think there was like 20 of us, wasn't there? And we went and saw Hostel. There was a lot of us there. Because it was the same night I met you.
No, that wasn't Hostel. That was Saw 2, I think.
What?
Because I never saw Hostel. It was Saw 2.
Yeah.
Because the next day we went to my apartment and we watched the first Saw there.
Okay, then that was it.
I don't know if you were there for that.
And then we went to Peter's and Uno's.
Yeah. And that's when the next story comes into play.
What next story?
When me and you really started talking. Because we didn't talk at the movie. You were sitting next to Aaron.
Not going into that story.
Yeah, and we didn't talk
But
at...
wait, no, I will tell that story.
No, we weren't
'Cause
talking
I
at
think it's
Peter's
funny.
either.
No, Aaron was the second choice.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Second choice.
Yeah,
Oh, that other guy.
Because there was this other guy
Yeah.
at the party that I was like really crushing on. I was like, oh, he's hot. But then he left.
Yeah.
And like I was talking to him and everything, but then he had to leave real quick, and of course I was really drunk. So then he left, and then I went out on the balcony, and Aaron was sitting there, and I was like, okay, new guy.
You're making out with Aaron on one side of the couch, and I'm on the other side of the couch trying to sleep. Check out these motherfuckers. And I knew he was the second choice.
I know, because the
I
other
saw you with that other guy.
then the other guy came back, and I was like, oh shit.
Whoops.
You made out with chubby Aaron.
Oh, he was so good.
Little butterball.
Okay.
Butterball.
And story number 3 is me and you.
Oh, we're still recording? Oh, I'm concentrating on my eating. Okay, it was the same night that we went and saw and I was only 16, we just turned 16, so I lied to my mom and said that we were spending the night at Caitlin's house. So, being all sneaky about it, we drove back to Cato's, and I ran inside and called my mom on her house phone, so it showed up, Boucher's. So she knew where I was. Then went back out to the car where Caitlin had to go back into her house. We're all sitting in the car. Kevin was in the front seat, and I was sitting in the back with Brian. Yes, he was
Uno
in
was
the
in
front.
front seat. Dose was back with us.
I didn't think Uno was there?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Uno was in the
Who was
front.
driving? Was it Kato?
Kato.
Okay, so Kato and Uno in the front, and me, you, and Dose in the back. And I remember Kevin sitting next to me because he was the one that asked how old you were.
So yeah, because Brian was hitting on me hardcore.
He was all talking about Rachel Kevin once.
Didn't they do something on the washing machine?
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
I had to pause on that one.
They did. No, were you there, Kat, or not? Damn.
But that's different.
But anyway, Kevin Dose asked how old I was, and I was like 16.
Actually, you didn't hear him the first time he asked you.
No.
He asked you how old you were, and I looked at him like, shoot, I'm young. I don't want to know yet.
And he just kept hitting on me. He was like, hey, baby. Then, I don't know how you flirt.
I don't remember what
It's been a long time since I've seen you in action. But, and I said 16, and Brian's just like, ah, fuck! Didn't talk to me the rest of the night. Stayed away from me.
I was 21. He wasn't trying to go to jail since I got here.
And then the second time I met Brian, I was over at Twickenham.
Now this is the good.
And we went over to Brad White's house, and that was when Brian lived right next door. And they're like, oh, you gotta meet this guy named Brian. You gotta go over there and meet him. So me and Rachel went over there and started knocking on his door. And he took forever to answer it, but we just kept knocking. He opened the door, and he's basically drenched head to toe because he was in the shower, wearing nothing but a towel, and he had a boner.
You know, a lot of people's stories of when they met me involve a towel and a boner.
My stories don't even start with town or boner, so.
I just remember that was the same night I met Joe, too.
Well, we were pretty much
A lot of stuff went on that night.
No, that was the first time I met you, too. Because that was the first night I actually met you, Aaron, and Brian.
Was that your first time going to Peters too?
Mm-hmm. First time going to Peters.
Got blue ribbon. This shit was
Good times, good times.